What's up, guys? Flip here, and gonna update you guys on the flipping challenge that I was gonna have here. So, trying to come up with $6,200 before my order the stuff, and I'll fill you guys in on that stuff later. But anyway, here we are. So you're seeing here a bunch of ink that I purchased, more here, and I'll show you the other stuff here in a second. Basically, again, the challenge is flipping stuff off Facebook Marketplace, doing whatever, just extra stuff that I normally don't do. And so we'll get into this deal. I did both of these on Tuesday, so I was doing my normal work and I lined these deals up. So I'll show you the first. So you can see this is Dale ink. I think it's probably past expiration. A lot of this ink, it's people. So what it is people are changing their office up, printer died, whatever. Again, here you end up with this, and they're trying to get rid of it. So you see the 304A stuff there. I'll get about 120 for the set of 4. This 12A here, that's kind of junk. It's like worth $20. I was surprised. This Dell stuff is actually, the sets right there sell for about $280. That's what I'll clear on it. And then these older Dells, I think they're older. You probably got $45 for them. Not a lot, about $15 a piece. Have to sell them individually. So I paid $250 for all this. This is from like a big corporation. They were just getting rid of like office equipment and everything, and so they found this, sold it. So I paid $250. It'll sell for $465. I'll make $215 profit. This was from a guy who has a landscaping company, and I don't know why he's selling it. Maybe he's going out of business. Who knows? He had a pretty nice house. So these are sold in sets. You can see they're 13 here. They're sold in sets of 4. I had one extra. I think it's an open box. I don't know. Maybe it's not. No, I think the open box was one of the 304s over there. Anyway, so these are all new, sealed. These are going to be super easy to sell. They'll sell quickly. They will sell for $160 each. And then I got like one extra, so I'm just assuming I'm gonna get about $500 for this. Paid $240, so I'll make $260 on that. So I made let's see, $475 on the ink, which was good for two transactions that day. Right here, I had to drive a little bit out of the way. But no big deal to make $260. These will sell really easily. Those 2 sets will sell pretty good. When you get individual stuff like at 12A, it's like, unless it's really high quality ink, it becomes harder to sell. So anyway, made $475 on that. And the next deal, I've been kind of looking at them. I have sold circuit breakers, especially like commercial grade circuit breakers. Residential circuit breakers, you don't really make a lot of money on. But if you have commercial grade size breakers, they sell really well. They hold value really good, even if they're used. I flipped some and made about $400 earlier this year, and that was the first time I tried it. So I've been looking on Facebook for more, and so I'll show you. This guy had 3 breakers. So we got 1, 2, 1 under there. I think this is the big one here. Anyway, I had them, and then he had 3. I don't know what they call them. I think they're maybe shunt breakers. I can't remember, but anyway, the shunts was new, and so I got home. And all I could see was this, and I'm like, oh my God, have I lost them? Did I forget to take them from the guy's house? But I found them. They were underneath here. Let me show you. Sorry for a second. I'm just holding the phone, but they were under here. So those 3 are all new, sealed. And anyway, so we'll get into this deal. Again, circuit breakers have really good resale value. Very similar to ink in that regard. These are all new. So these are new. This will be classified as new without box. These are new open box, I guess, technically. I don't even know which boxes go with which, but it doesn't really matter. But they are new. You can tell they're new. If you see a used circuit breaker, you easily know just by how dirty they are. Dusty, dirty. You can tell these are new. So he had 3 circuit breakers, not the shunts. Shunt circuit breakers. I don't know what the difference is really, which is sad. But I'm just looking on Facebook Marketplace. I found them. I found the model number, and then I just started looking them up. What are they selling for on eBay? So he had, let's see, it was 3 circuit breakers. He was wanting, I think originally he's wanting like $2,500 for all 3. He went down to $2,200. Excuse me. I take that back. He was wanting $1,500 for the 3, $500 each. He went down to $1,200. I offered him $900 for the 3, and he took it. And so the math for me on the breakers was, I've got it wrote down here. The 2 smaller ones, I'm going to clear about safely $750. And they'll sell relatively fairly quickly. I feel like this big breaker, I'm not confident on how much it's going to sell for. The nearest one on it has sold for, it's listed open box $2,400. They have sold used. This one is sold used, which is good. No, actually this one hasn't sold used. So they've got listed open box $2,400, which seems ridiculous by looking at laying in my floor here. But I don't know what I'm going to get for it. I really don't. You know, somebody comes along with a decent offer, I'm going to take it, of course. I don't know. Like, you know, is there no comparables to it? So it's obviously probably a type of breaker that's not used that often. That's not a little bit probably bigger. So, you know, it's going to have the right contractor that's wanting a new amp and don't want to pay. And probably these retail, I'm just guessing. I could look it up, but it probably retails if it's $2,400 open box on eBay. It's probably $3,000 or something. These other 2 guys, though, like I said, I'll get $700 from them. So then he tells me, "Oh, I've got these shunts. Yeah, so they're new. You can see they're new and the thing." He said, I already agreed to him with $900 on these 3. He says, "You bring $2,000, I'll sell you these." And I'm like, "Oh God, yeah." So I looked up the shunts, and they're selling for like $600 plus used. And then one sold like $1,000 or best offer. So it didn't go. Obviously, they didn't get a full $1,000. Then they got eBay fees and so forth. I'm guessing the used one's gonna go for $500-600. I'm assuming they're gonna be a premium on it being new. Just being conservative, I ended up paying $1,900 for his whole deal. He said bring $2,000. I brought $2,000, but I tried to talk him down. He didn't really want to do it, and he was actually willing. I just said, "I'll just take the breakers." I told him, I said, "I don't really want the shunts." And he's like, "Okay." And so then I lost my leverage because he's willing to let me walk. So I talked bad about the shunts. I'm like, "Oh, you know, they've never sold on eBay, blah, blah, blah." He was willing to let me walk. So I could only talk him down. I offered him $1,800. He countered back. We ended up at $1,900. So with that said, so I paid $1,900. I think the shunts over there, these right here, I think I'll get $1,900 for them. I'm just guessing. So they might pay for the whole deal, and then these three are gonna be my profit, and I'm just guessing. I'll get about $700 for these two, the small ones, and probably this big one. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get for it. I'm just guessing though. If somebody came along with like $800, I'll take it. So I'm just guessing that I'm going to make about $1,500 on this breaker deal. It could be, they are a world where on this deal. I doubt it though. I'm not going to be patient enough to hold out, and this is going to be a slow deal. So like, I'll probably be selling these when Trump's getting ready to come out of his second term. One of them, but most of them I'll probably sell like I'll have my money back on them within 90 days, roughly. But it's just gonna take a while on some of these. It's just such a specialty item, which is why I don't like usually doing this. But I knew at that price I'm gonna make money. Like at the worst case, I'll make $1,000. I think I'll make 2,000 off the deal though. Off all these deals, I think I'll make, if I had to bet a gun in my head, I'll make 1,500 off the breakers, and then roughly about 500 off the ink. So I'm looking at $2,000 profit. Like I said, I'm $4,000 away from the goal. So all this is 2 days worth, $2,000 profit. So that's going to put us $2,000 away from the goal. Still got, I would imagine, over 2 months before I'm going to run out of time to make $2,000, which is good. Well ahead of expectations on these deals. I'm hoping to pull a few more ink deals between now and then, or some other little deals I can show you guys. But anyway, good. This was 2 good days. I hated spending, roughly, I guess what I spent. $2,500, almost $2,400. That sucks, but you'll get it back. It's just you gotta list them, get them out there. So again, we're roughly 2,000. I'll give you a hard update next time, but I think we're 2,000 away from the goal of $6,200 profit. So next update will probably be next week, beginning of next week. Peace out. Big ups. Keep pumping.